how's it going? Okay, first of all, yes, I have new hair. Look at it. So beautiful. It finally moves. I've always wanted to have hair that moves. Like, so I can whip it back and forth like Willow Smith. Or like, I could get out of a pool like a James Bond girl. And this is just the beginning of my dreadlock journey. I'm hoping to end up looking like this. A few days ago, I started learning how to skateboard. And may I just say that is terrifying. I haven't ridden a skateboard since I was 12 years old. I got my friend to teach me. And my God, it is scary. As soon as I got on the board, I was like, ah, make it stop, make it stop. Another one of my friends said to me, all you have to do is fall over once. And I was like, bro, fall over once? I'm 30 years old. I can't just be falling over like that. You know when you were a kid and you could fall over and just like bounce back? Nah, man. When you fall over as an adult, you can injure yourself. You gotta take a couple of days off work. Then you have that the fear and the shame. You'll never be the same again. But my biggest piece of news is definitely after months and months of trying, I finally got myself a job. Woo! I mean, it's only part-time, but it's a start, right? So yeah, I work at Barry's Boot Camp. Now, I don't know if you've ever heard of this, but it is also known as one of the hardest workouts in the world. Started in LA like 20-something years ago, and now it's like kind of international. There's one in London as well. But I work at the one that is literally 3 minutes away from my house. Like 3 minutes. It's just so close that I have no real reason to be late. I started training in a different location, a location that was a little bit further away. So on my first day, I thought I knew where it was, but it turns out I didn't. I kind of just rolled up there and I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, no, this isn't where it is. Oh. And I didn't know this, but they were gonna make us do the workout as soon as we got there. And I was like, oh, okay. So as soon as I turned up, I was like, oh man, like I was like 2 minutes late. I was like, oh, I'm ready. So I was like 2 minutes late. And they were like, hey, are you ready to do the workout? And I was like, right now? Right now. All right, let's go. Yeah, okay. Like I went in there and immediately it was like straight on the treadmill. I was like, okay, go. I'm not gonna lie, that class kind of kicked my ass. And the way it works is that you start on the floor or you start on the treadmill, and you stay there for like 10 to 15 minutes with the instructor yelling out instructions to you, and then you move, and then you switch, and then you switch again, and then you switch one more time. And by the time that last switch comes, if you're on the treadmill, it's like, whew, I am blowing. It's a serious workout. You should just like pouring the sweat. The instructors made me feel very, very insecure about myself, which is why I'm wearing a long sleeve top today, because I was like, you know what, my skinniness is now become a thing, and now I'm self-conscious just looking at all these Adonises. One day. It was really nice and positive and upbeat. I was like, wow, boy, you guys ever have bad days? Especially the instructors. They're always like, come on, yeah. I work in the front desk, which is, you know, the first person you see when you come in the gym. And so I got to put on a smiley face at the time. So I'm like, hey. And I start my shifts at 5:30 a.m. So it's hard to get that smile out at 5:30 a.m. But gotta be done, you gotta do it. So you're always like, hey, good morning. How are you? They want us to remember everybody's names as well, which is quite hard. There's a lot of people there. And you have to remember a lot of names. But yeah, I'm pretty happy working there. Now I have a job, I feel a little better in myself. I feel like a contributing member of society. Because it took me a really long time to get that job. I went through a lot of rejection, a lot of jobs that I applied for that didn't get back to me, a lot that I made like the final few people and then they were like, oh, sorry, we decided to go for somebody else. Which was fine, but after a while of hearing that, you start to think, ooh, okay, maybe this town is not for me. Or like I do a writing test and then they would get the test and be like, oh, sorry, we've gone for somebody else. I'm like, oh, damn, is my writing really that bad? Although I suspect it wasn't that, because I definitely got the wife to write some of those tests for me. I feel no shame in saying that I cheated, because I didn't get a job, so who cares? The worst experience I had was when a lady said to me that she wanted me to speak to one of her colleagues on the phone. I think he was the head of something or other, it doesn't really matter who the cares. And she was like, yeah, I want you to speak to him and I want you to get to know him so, you know, we can go through the next stages. I was like, okay, cool, that sounds good. He sounds like a nice guy, okay. But that turned out to be one of the worst phone conversations I may have ever had in my entire life. So, if you're wondering what just happened, I essentially recorded the whole video, like 16 minutes worth of footage, and then only 11 minutes or so of it came up. So, not really sure what happened there. So now I'm basically gonna have to record a whole bunch of this again. So she set up a time. She said, all right, 1 o'clock he's gonna call you. I said, all right, that sounds good, perfect, great. All right. So 1 o'clock came and then he never called me. And then 1:05 came and then he never called me. And 1:10 and 1:15 and 1:20 and 1:25. And it got to the point where I was like, I don't think this guy is gonna call me. I don't think he's gonna call me at all. So I sent an email to the woman and I said, hey, am I still having this this phone conversation with what's his face today, and she said, oh yeah. I'm not really sure what's happened, but here's his number and just give him a call. I was just thinking, give him a call? Why am I calling him? But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be open-minded. I'm gonna let it slide and let's go. So I called this guy, and it kind of goes a little something like this.
Hello?
Hey, how you doing? It's Miles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm calling about the job.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, I'm really good, thank you very much. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
So, tell me about yourself.
Yeah, cool. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So, any questions for me?
What do you mean do I have any questions for you? Come on, man. This is supposed to be an interview that you were supposed to be conducting. Why am I asking you questions? I get that sometimes at the end of interviews you have to ask a question, but this guy, didn't ask me anything. Also, I actually did end up asking him a question, and his response was, oh, well, I only work in the office 2 times a week, so you'd have to ask somebody else how that is. What the f***? This is the worst interview I've ever had in my entire life. Needless to say, the lady sent me an email and said, yeah, we don't really think you're the right fit for this. Like, okay. So yeah, man, that was pretty, that sucks. Now that I'm no longer looking for jobs anymore, I feel like I'm gonna have some spare time. So I'm gonna start a new video series. It's gonna be about reviewing shows and movies and whatever else I can think of. Because I go to the cinema 2-3 times a month. I always watch a lot of stuff. I might as well talk about it while I'm at it. So stay tuned for those videos coming very, very soon on my channel. As always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting. Please like the video, please share the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Love to see you again. And I'll see you soon.